I don't know. Am I a creepy Christian Ned Flanders wife? I would hope not. Also, I see the live symbol is up, so this is a great way to open the podcast.
No. You just continue rambling on.
No, I'm not going to explain the logistics of how I would not fit into a Dream Mommy simulator.
Well, maybe not now, but maybe in the post-show. Until then, hello and welcome everybody to the 14th episode of the AWKWARDCast. A&Y and Keyframe, Wonder About Random Dribble. And we are back. We had our 13-week-long streak. And then something horrible happened, and so we missed last week.
We broke it for such an unbiased excuse. We were at a convention together.
So, I guess, for everybody viewing, there will be a shocking revelation about me and Keyframe. We are, in fact, bronies, and we went to BronyCon. So all my viewers who have not known about it, bum bum bum! Yeah, I guess this particular episode will be completely...
pony-centric?
Yeah, pony-centric. I mean, I usually try to keep the show pony-neutral, trying to move on, widen my horizon, but you know what, guys? Today, pony it up. Pony it up!
We do want to give a shout out to the people who watched the AWKWARDCast faithfully, who were at the convention, which was a considerable amount of people.
Yeah. We had Chuggle, we had Denim Ninja. Have there been more cast viewers there?
There were more, but I can't remember their names for the life of me.
Oh,
so if you were there at BronyCon and watch the AWKWARDCast, why don't you like, favorite, and subscribe?
I'm afraid that those people actually are the 5 to 6 who usually do it.
And that's why you're awesome.
Yeah, you are awesome, and Key and I suck because we can't even remember you.
The sunglasses are blocking out their names. That's the reason why you can't remember them.
That's probably the thing. Also, even so, I am usually too cool to take off my sunglasses. Here is my first big reveal about what happened this week. Bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum.
You got new glasses.
I got new glasses. Indeed.
That makes one of us. I still need to get mine.
You need to get glasses in the first place, lady. At this point, this doesn't even count.
Don't start lecturing me. Don't start lecturing me, honey. Don't start.
This doesn't even count as getting new glasses anymore because your last glasses have been destroyed like what, 2 years?
No, back in October.
This is 2 years.
That is not 2 years. I did not. The first time we met was not 2 years ago. Well, first time met in person was not 2 years ago.
Wait, you broke them in Dallas?
Yes, I broke. You sat on them.
I would know that. So, what else happened this week?
Why don't you start? Because I know you have some. As we recount our amazing adventure to Baltimore and the harbor and everything, I know that both of us have amazing stories about the journey getting there, and yours is way more interesting, air quotes, than mine. So why don't you start?
Yeah, so last year when I traveled to Nightmare Nights in Dallas, I flew economy class with good old American Airlines, and I was like, in front of me, in the back seat of the front seat, I had a nice... oh, damn it, the photos. Where are the photos?
Photos.
I have photos. I have evidence. But I apparently forgot to upload it on my computer. So, stalling.
Stalling
like it's hot. Okay, so screen in front of me, an entire board with USB plug-in, earphone plug-in, I believe even a station for charging my laptop. So, like,
it had all the good stuff.
Yeah, totally. And I was like, yeah, that's the way to travel. I had a great time traveling from Germany to the USA last, or actually I believe from Heathrow to the US because I needed to transit in Heathrow, whatever. So yeah, flying over there, it was pretty nice, pretty amazing, pretty fancy flight. I watched like 4 or 5 movies on my flight there, caught up on a lot of stuff I missed in cinema. Way back, similar thing. I mean, I slept a little bit, so I watched obviously less movies, but yeah. So I was under the impression that in the year 2016 and especially 2017, this is the standard to travel transatlantic.
I mean, that was mine when I traveled to Berlin. I had all that stuff there and back.
Yeah. So,
It should be.
yeah, this was my expectation for it.
You met Condor.
Then I met Condor, a daughter company of Lufthansa, which is the big German. Lufthansa is, I believe, the American Airlines of Germany. So actually pretty fancy shit. Condor apparently is the cheap knockoff daughter for unloved passengers. However, the very sad truth is, and the fact that all the British people who have been in BronyCon needed to transit in Philadelphia tells me that this might be true. This is the only flight from Europe to Baltimore. To fly to BWI, there is only the Condor flight. Because I looked for different flights. And the fact that all the British people, even though they have Heathrow, still had no direct connection to Baltimore.
I mean, this is not a surprise to me because, again, you can barely find direct flights anywhere that goes from America to Europe. You usually have to do transit. I mean, you cannot find a flight to Germany that doesn't make a connection in Newark unless you live in Newark.
Yeah, but yeah. However, I was a smart cookie because for my flight back, I flew business class. The main reason was that I wanted to upgrade my baggage anyways, because I was afraid that, if I get fancy shit at the convention and then my baggage is too heavy and I need to pay a lot of stuff. So I looked into it, what an extra luggage would cost, and what do you know? The upgrade from economy class to business class was actually like $50, which is already, I believe, less than extra paying for luggage, even though it's included extra luggage and a special lunch. Well, there went the phone.
I don't know what.
However, I already got a bad feeling when I left the plane on my trip there, because I was like, where's the business class? Where are those standalone, slightly angled boxes in which everybody sits? You know, the ones I saw on American Airlines last year.
Where were they?
They don't
Not
exist.
there.
And I can't be sure because it has been a while, but I am pretty sure they have been in the little display where I booked my seat in the business class. I believe the floor plan actually looked like those standalone boxes and not like normal rows with just a little bit more space for the knees. But yeah, behold the business class in Condor. Where's my thingy? Yeah, where's my, there. Okay, so you see, that's the best thing. In the flyer, you see seats with screens in the front. And this is not some flyer they had there. No, this is a Condor flyer. Like you see, the technology center you would expect. Now, this is the fucking reality. Where is my screen?
What the hell?
But it's not over there. Because there was on-flight movies, actually. We had the fantastic choice of Ice Age 5 or 6, I don't know how far they were, but I tried to watch it because I liked the first Ice Age movie. 10 minutes in, I was like, nope, listen to the crappy radio instead. But yeah, how did we come to enjoy those fantastic choice in movies? By the way, not movie on demand, there was movie playing, like cinema. Not like the American Airlines, where I could actually choose out of a library. Which, by the way, once again, gets promoted in here. Okay, not on this page, but on a different page, there was like, hey, here, have a library and for movies and select some and shit. This is how we got to see the movies. There! And compare. You see a little bit of reddish tone here. You see a little bit of here. None of those are original 1990s televisions. And none of them had the same coloration because they all have been broken in their own way.
Oh my god.
Yes. And do you want to see the true high-tech console of those Condor flights?
Let's see it.
Bum bum bum!
Wow.
I literally recall those crappy gray plastic sockets from the 1990s when my family used to do regular trips in summer to Spain by plane.
Oh god.
This is business class for Condor.
So I guess you're gonna definitely be flying Condor again in November.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't want to say that this is a reason for me never to come back to BronyCon, but the thought went through my head while I was sitting there. I was just so pissed.
Just make a connection to Heathrow or Philadelphia.
That's basically. But the problem probably is that if I go, for example, through Philly, that I have to go like Heathrow, transit, Philly, transit, BWI. Which is like, yeah, double transit if I don't have to.
At least you don't have to do at least you only have to do customs once.
Mad Munchkin told me she had to do custom twice, which is why she didn't get her a follow-up flight in Philly. The custom in Philly took her so long, she missed her connection flight, and therefore had to go through customs in BWI once more.
Oh boy. Look, I'm just gonna say this: as crowded as LAX is, you're not going to have this shit at LAX. I'm just saying, you wouldn't.
I at this point I consider if I maybe just fly to. I mean, it's freaking Washington D.C. And
yeah, you just fly to D.C.
Yeah, BWI is just super conveniently close. But I'm actually like, if there is an American airline flight for kind of the similar amount, which lands the next airport's a little bit further south, closer to DC, I might consider taking this flight next time.
You know what? I wouldn't. All I've heard have been horror stories from people's flights, including my own. Let me tell you about my flight. So we're just gonna bounce off each other here. So I had a one-way, a nonstop flight from coast to coast, from LA to Baltimore. Oh boy. First of all, this was a packed plane. Like, every seat was filled. And I flew Southwest. Southwest, you don't get an assigned seat. It's basically you pick where you sit. So that's why it's important to check in on your flight early so that way you get a good zoning. I checked in on my flight as soon as I could check in. For some reason, I still got zone group C, which is the last zoning group, and it's like, great. But it was so packed, they had to start checking in carry-on luggage. And I only bring a carry-on bag. So, I check in my carry-on bag, I'm waiting there, and there's this douchebag. We're going to name him Douchebag, because he's a douche with a bag. He didn't check in his bag. Yeah, he didn't check in his bag. We're walking in, and at this point, we're in the middle of the plane. There's people all the way in the back, two people all the way in the front, and we're just trying to get our seats. This guy is trying to fit a bag that's, sizably big into these crammed overhead compartments that are filled. And then he's like, well, I guess I have to go check in my bag, and tries to get everyone to part the Red Seas for him. And I'm just like, you are the worst kind of person. You are definitely the worst. Luckily, I was able to find a seat that had more legroom because it was an exit row. I may be stronger than what I was earlier in the year, but I don't think I have enough strength to be in an exit row, where you have the responsibility to open the plane.
You can do it. Roar.
I had the fear that I may have had to, because let's fast forward. So we're on this flight, everything's fine, bunch of turbulence. My phone dies when there's an hour left of the flight, and I'm trying to sleep. Turbulence, so I can't. And we finally get to land. Now, everyone on this flight was relatively quiet. No one was talking to each other or anything like that. Until we start feeling the plane go faster. As we're getting to the landing strip, and we're just kind of like, and keep in mind, BWI is surrounded by trees. Like, it's not a city area kind of airport when you're near the back by the domestic flights. There's a bunch of trees. And we're just kind of like, what's going on? Everyone's looking at each other, and everyone's like, is the pilot okay? Some of us were legitimately thinking, did the plane suddenly get hijacked near the end? But no one wants to say it because, starting an uproar is just like, you don't say fire on a plane, or you don't say fire in a movie theater or bomb on a plane. And then we finally
You haven't been flying with me yet.
Not yet. So we finally get to the landing strip, and the tires are out and everything, and we bounce against the ground and then finally land, and everyone goes forward. Like, our heads are hitting against the the back seats of everyone else's chair. And we finally stop.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, today is my first day on the job. I am just happy we didn't all die. Hooray!
No, basically that was it. When he's supposed to be like, we have now landed at Baltimore International Airport, it was like, oh, okay, folks, so we have landed. Like, he sounded scared and breathing a sigh of relief, and all of us are looking at each other of, we could have died today. And then I had to wait. It was supposed to just be 5 hours at the airport, but Max, tell us about your great adventure with customs inside the Baltimore International Airport.
Absolutely. So, customs already took me quite a while last year, but this year was particularly fun. So, here's the thing. I come on the plane, I go through the checkpoint. For once, they don't pull me out because apparently I am just so white, blue-eyed, and blonde that people are like, hey, if we take this guy, we don't get any issues about discriminating all the other darker-skinned people we pull out, because I'm just the whitest guy ever. So they are like, hey, he's our token white dude to check. I got checked twice in Frankfurt when in transit for bomb material in my bag. Twice. The same. First it was a random check, and then it was a check that a random check like, I don't like your face, you come here. And then the second random check has already been predetermined when I booked my ticket. Which also had the fun effect that I didn't get my boarding card for my for my connection flight when I checked in the day before. Because I was for the special security thingy selected. Aww. I personally find this amazing as long as I don't miss my flight like Maddie did. Usually I have to pass time while waiting for a flight. So hey, seeing the security office from the inside is fun. My interpretation of fun, at least. However, so yeah, I arrived, I went through there, I clicked my thing, I scanned my ESTA, and I was through, and I was like, hey, that worked nicely. So I was like, okay, where is my conveyor belt? Where do I get my luggage? So there were actually 3 belts. I'm like, none of them said flight from Frankfurt. Looking. So and I asked somebody, so, hey, where's my flight? And they was, yeah, here you're on the first one, you're on the 17. There's just the luggage from British Airways who have just been there, and as soon you're the next in the queue. So as soon as the stuff is removed, you're there. Awesome. Okay. Waiting. At this point, I logged into Wi-Fi to communicate with Key, like, hey, finally, I'm just waiting for luggage. So.
No, it wasn't like that, because if I had screenshots of the WhatsApp conversation, it gets progressively more and more frustrating from both of us as it goes down.
Oh, wait. Why imagine things when we know things? Do we know things? Yes, we do.
Let's find out. What things do we know? Oh, I borked that up.
This is all... Okay, where does it start? Okay. Okay, you flew from Frankfurt, right? Yes, indeed. This is okay, the time is now switched 1:30. 1:30 is like just making sure Skype refused to load, right? Wait, is this... When did I actually land? Okay,
Yeah.
And right now I'm experiencing the magical world of the custom line. No, there was still the world was fine. I was just standing in line for customs. I guess that. And if it is the same as in Dallas, I'll get to enjoy the pleasure of line standing a second time after I got my luggage. Well, on the bright side, where we are both at the correct airport, you really start to use those apostrophes.
What?
You need to start using those apostrophe thingies.
Apostrophes?
Yeah, those, whatever.
Why?
Well, so, 20 minutes later. Well, our luggage claim has not even started yet. Of course it hasn't. British Airways is hogging the belt. Damn Brits. I should see if British Ninja is here. I bet it is his fault. He basically looks like a younger version of me without glasses. I have been told.
About how he looks, and then you say that you haven't even seen what he looks like.
I believe I saw him once in the stream. Him and his leprechaun friend left a curse before they went to their hotel. Eh? His face isn't as thin as yours. Meh, I wouldn't know. But since we're already in his hotel, I guess looking for him is pointless. 20 minutes later. Any updates? They switched carousels and started a new one already. Not a single suitcase so far. So they moved us from the 17 to the 16 because 17 was still carrying British Airways stuff.
You're presenting my voice as far too calm. I've been at this airport for 5 hours already by myself. I was so annoyed.
It's a Twitch. What's it called? WhatsApp chat. Oi V, baggage is coming. Finally, wait. This is another quarter hour later. Finally, you on your way? Nope, still waiting. And then eventually, finally got my bag standing in line again. But the last line really went quickly, and this was like... I mean, it took me 2 hours from... Yeah, it's another 20 minutes later when I finally got my bag. So I spent 2 hours in there waiting. I went through the first customs easy. The second customs also worked very nice in BWI, unlike as in Dallas, where I had to stand an entire hour in the second line. But yeah. Anyways, BC.
BronyCon, man.
Yeah.
Okay. After 2 hours of waiting for him to get out and 5 hours of me waiting, we finally got to our hotel. Realized all food places close at 10 o'clock.
Oh, right, yeah.
And we ordered a pizza. Now, let me tell you this. So, pepperoni has a different word, means a different thing over in Maxland. It means actual peppers, not the meat. And I wanted to order a pepperoni pizza. And he was like, I don't know, I probably shouldn't have something spicy. So then he picks buffalo chicken pizza.
I just read chicken, and I usually like pizza with chicken.
So, I'm kind of giving him a side glance of, okay, your choice, not gonna judge you. And we're eating the pizza and just, relaxing because long day. and he's just complaining about how hot it is, but he's still eating it because he has to eat something.
I have a rather high need of intake since I started my new diet. I mean, this is an entire liter of milkshake I just finished. And this is only during the podcast, so we are not talking about the food I already ate today.
I mean, I understand that. I need to eat a lot too, but I haven't, and I didn't eat much that day either, so. And the food didn't affect me well either. It affected him a lot worse. That's why when Golden finally came on Thursday, he got to have the rest of the pizza.
And he was like, "Hey, there's good pizza in the fridge." Yes, you can have it. I literally can't eat it, and even Key was having a little bit of trouble with it. And he like, "Okay, oh, this is really hot." Nom, 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 nom.
And he just ate all of it. He ate like 3 slices of pizza.
I can't let this go to waste. Nom, nom, nom. And I'm completely with him. I am like him, at least as long as I actually can eat something.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so everyone's flight was just late on Thursday, which makes us being there early even better. And we're in line for pre-registration. People are trying to talk to us when we're moving in this snake line, so we have to wait until we get into the perfect alignment, then we move again.
This was actually fun with the B-Money guy.
Yeah, B-Money was hilarious.
We actually had like a conversation which continued one sentence at a time for like 12 loops we went, because we were just so far out of away from each other that we only always met in the corner spots.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Another thing happened Wednesday evening when we got to the hotel.
Yeah. You mean this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, for everybody who was there last episode, I believe, wasn't it? And there was this mystery box which was shown off in the pre-show and not opened in the post-show. This was in it.
Move closer to the camera. Come on. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, which is basically, I mean, given that I have a lot of red shirts, and given that I have a vest, and given that I will refuse to ever dye my hair blue again, at least not with hair shalk, is the only real missing item to complete my human Sona image. I mean, I can probably show for those who are not familiar with it.
Besides that, knee-high combat boots that apparently you wear.
Yeah, I don't know whether the boots mage who did the original design of my or the first at least, which I adapted, the first design of my human Sona. I believe she had a thing for those boots.
You were the Equestria girl before Equestria girls existed.
True story. Yeah, because my human.
I just realized how well your OC would actually make your skin browner, and you would be an Equestria girl.
No, nobody do it. Nobody do it. I probably just caused them all to do it. But yeah, this is the original design Mage did for her Lethal Halloween special.
Yeah.
Even so, this is not the original. The original is the one I have on Twitch. Twitter. Go up. There it is. That was the original image she drew of my human design. And then she adapted it for Lethal Halloween. And then I turned it into, well, him. And yeah, he has a lengthy stick figure body of a Equestria Girls character, but the head is not balloon sized, so I refused accepting this comparison.
Yet, all I need to do when I get home is just go into Photoshop, take one of your poses, grab the head, and just.
No! But yeah, basically, last missing item to give me an actual real life cosplay of my Sona, given that, well, it has, if we zoom in, bad example because I have the hand up there, he has a little necklace of a certain symbol. So yeah, this was actually a very cool pre-birthday present. Thank you for that, dearie.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Yay!
Yeah, onward to Thursday. Everyone came in. You got Aeon, Blissey, Golden, Will, and Katie. Everyone. We went to the Hard Rock. I was so nervous that we were gonna get kicked out of the Hard Rock.
Then again,
of me, but the table behind us, in that like our booth was like here, and then they had another table. Which, by the way, I really appreciate everyone coming. Not everyone said hello or goodbye to me. They kind of ate their food and left. I wasn't the only one who noticed that, right?
I don't know, because that's the thing. We ended up in a booth, basically on the outskirts of the entire event. There have been 3 big tables and then 3 booths, and we sat in the outside booths, like with other rather quiet people, like
Riley, Stardust, Solar, Golden, me, and you.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, with Solar and Golden, 2 people that are loud as fuck, we were the quiet table.
I mean, Golden can be loud, but if he is not active, he is actually super quiet. Yeah. Unlike Solar, that Solar was quiet for an entire evening. This was scary.
Yeah, and the thing is, we discovered a great thing. We had both of them say, "Hello, I'm Golden Fox" at the same time.
They have the same voice.
And they were the same, and it was super creepy. But it was, yeah.
What wasn't it? Which panel was it? Round table, right?
The round table panel that we did it again in front of the audience. The entire audience was like, "Oh my god!"
That's the thing. If this panel, the round table is magic panel from BronyCon 2017 gets uploaded, check it out, at least for the Q&A at the end, because they did this, and Solar and Golden Fox really have the same voice. I guess
like Solar's is a little. It's like double tracking. Solar is just like a little bit higher pitched, but it just makes them sound like Golden recorded himself twice. It's weird. Absolutely. But yeah, the hard rock.
I mean, you should have seen keyframe. So when Solar was standing behind her and was saying something, she was like, ah.
That never happened.
But it would have been so funny if it did.
You are making up fake events. But no, the hard rock was a lot of fun. We did. Stardust got me a giant Long Island iced tea. That was great. That was a fucking strong Long Island iced tea too. They had the good shit in that.
They had actual good shit. I looked at the names, what they threw in there. Those were not the standard ingredients.
Normal size one. You got annoyed with what the normal size looks like compared to the bigger one.
Yeah, I ordered wrong. I was like, why do I get the children's size? I'm the oldest person on this entire table.
You're the one that's actually legally allowed to drink.
If not the entire event. I mean, Doc and Silver have not been there, right?
Yeah, and Anthony felt overslept and couldn't make it.
Yeah, so I might just have been the oldest person there, with probably quite a... Wait, Blissy is not too young, is she?
Blissy, I think, is a year younger than you.
But still younger than me, yeah.
But no, one other highlight from Hard Rock was Kichi called me up to just be up there in front of everyone. It was a genuinely sweet moment. And then you hear Matt, Max the German, call out from the back in the Outliers, speech.
Right, I recall. And everybody was like, speech.
I gave a little speech. It was actually a pretty sweet speech. Zach gave a speech.
And then backfired so badly.
Hmm?
And then it backfired so badly.
Because Zach was kind of like, A and Y. And you were like, no. And yeah. And it was absolutely adorable to see you stumble to say a genuine thing in public. It was absolutely adorable, but I really it was a nice night. I did.
Whose vlog was it? I believe it.
I did shed a few tears.
I believe it was Kichi's vlog who actually has part of my speech.
Mm-hmm.
And you see me like super concentrated, super serious face because saying something genuinely nice is really hard for me.
Yeah, but that was Thursday, and then Friday we had the TF2 panel, and we mingled with a bunch of people. We played Dark Overlord.
I still need to nag people about the recordings.
which was a lot of fun, but I was mad that my session where I played the Overlord wasn't recorded, because I kind of would argue that my session was a little bit better than the first one.
It was.
Not that you're not a good Overlord, we just had one, a lot of players who didn't know the game, and two, someone who kept squealing.
Yeah, we had... we had a little bit of a troubling lineup for my session. We had people who just constantly broke the rules, probably unintentional, but it derailed the entire game drastically. They completely played it wrong, and I don't want to. On the one hand, the Overlord is responsible for not making the game suck. So I also don't want to be the party pooper who is like, guys, play by the rules. I'm the German. I say rules are good. But on the other hand, it dragged out. Because while you can give people an evil glare for not liking their story or for them stumbling, they usually also often get a glare simply because their hand was wrong. Because they ran out of cards or something. But because they just randomly drew new cards and threw in cards wrongfully and stuff, they never had this. So it dragged out. I could not give out evil stares for just technicalities, which usually are a necessary feature to speed up the game. Then there was a player where I actually had a very bad feeling that I cannot give another stare. I already gave a stare. I can't do this.
Yeah.
I was really like...
At all. I was getting so annoyed with people, so I was just throwing them out everywhere.
Yeah. But also the story and the dynamic of the minions in your party, I liked it better as well.
With my party, I had Toon.
True.
Toon did better as a minion this time.
Toon is a super crappy minion because his ego is too big for it, but seeing him restrained was actually fun. Sorry.
Yeah, but no, we had Toon, we had you, which I am always happy when you're a minion because you're the one that actually I go for the center, like just to be calm. Then we had Manga Common, we had Riley, and we had Star, and we had Master Code. And it just kind of grew from, my story was like, I sent the minions out to get groceries, and they ended up not getting groceries, and I was stabbed. I took Finn's fake sword, and I put it over here, and I had it under the cloak. And I looked like an Overlord, too, because I had my blue hair and my blue dress and everything. It actually looked kind of cool. But it grew into, like... Riley had an alcohol problem. Manga Common was head of HR. Toon was just terrible at everything.
Stardust was her.
There. Stardust was her. Master Code was the closest thing to just being him. And we started calling you Pit.
Self-conscious again.
But and also we were making bed chamber jokes too. But it was so much fun. I wish mine was recorded, but Dark Overlord was fun. Then we had the TF2 panel where we premiered everything, and Guy Gage, ooh, every single vlog has it. We don't need to talk about it.
Even so, what was fun about it, Anthony Seal said left of me, and he was like, oh my god, and I was like, nobody told you? Because some of the team members knew, like, is it okay? Be prepared. There's something. This is happening during the panel.
Something in the TF2 chat, like we were discussing it, and even then, because this guy doesn't go into the TF2 chat because it's like 1,000 messages of everything, and then actual business is like 1 or 2. I tell him everything, and I already let him know. Yeah, this is what's going to happen, and. Apparently you and Rachel just both kind of looked at him being like, we knew.
Yeah.
but that was...
And of course, Lizzies premiere of...
Stomp on the Ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Can't wait for it to see it.
Be up tomorrow on YouTube. I'm excited.
Oh, tomorrow it is?
She put it up on Twitter saying it'll be up tomorrow.
Okay,
but
because...
so excited, and I was so happy with... because I saw her make progress with animating it, like specifically the sequences of you and Golden, and I think the Master Code part. Like I saw every part that was you, that had you in it, that had Golden in it, and had lip syncing. Like because I helped her with the Sweetie Bloom lip syncing at one point.
Yeah.
And I was so happy because I didn't know the little picture flashes that were at the beginning that people will see. I didn't know that she was going to put any Golden Key, and it made me so happy. Like after the panel, I went up to her and I was like, "Did you do that? Did you do that for me?" And she's like, "Of course I was going to do that."
There was any Golden Key in the opening?
Yeah. No, there was. Yeah, in the opening, there's like pictures of people behind the dancing thing, and there's any Golden Key there. And it was,
now that you mention it, yeah. But yeah, this thing here, in full animation, with a background and with the characters in full color and not just outlines and smoother movements and stuff. There's me kicking Golden, and there is Golden having his revenge. Yeah, so obviously link down in the description to.
I'm so happy that it got done.
And we actually, was it the same day where we went up to the arcade and actually tried DDR stamping on the ground?
We did do Stomp on the Ground, and we did okay. It was just the game mode was so fucking stupid. Where you have a life bar, and if your life bar is gone early in the game, you can't get it back up. So you will get an F even if you get
your score freezes. And basically, if you screw up because you have never played DDR before, like me, and if you screw up within the first few, like completely screw up and lose your life bar within the first few seconds, then you are at 0%, and you're stuck at 0% for the entire game, which is like very frustrating if you don't get anything.
If someone like me who used to do DDR quite often, but then again, I used to do it on the actual ones at the arcade where the things are a lot bigger. They were very tiny play mats. Like if you step a little bit too far, you're on the floor kind of thing. But that was cool. We had to do all the autographs and stuff. The line was so long.
After the TF2,
shocked. That shocked me. And then whenever people brought up the TF2 picture to sign, I would do I would go to Golden or A and Y and write property up, and then put an arrow pointing to my character. People actually got kind of annoyed if I didn't do that because they saw other people having it, and I was like, okay, I've made a mark for myself. But yeah, that was Friday. I don't really remember any. Oh yeah, let me tell you about me trying to search for this guy on Friday. Because I tried full body paint for the first time.
Oh, right.
So I was cosplaying as Lapis, and I wanted to try to go above and beyond and put on full body paint. And I found this body paint that's apparently really, really good. It's Ben Nye, and a lot of cosplayers sing praises of it. It didn't come with sealant, so it was just getting everywhere. And I was like, no, I am not going to walk around and be afraid to lean on something and then blue be everywhere. So I was like, Max, Brett, you take this stuff, just go to the convention. I'm going to get all of it off. So I spend probably a good half hour scrubbing all this paint off by myself. Keep in mind how much skin is showing on Lapis that I had to scrub off. I did get a good amount of it off, except under my armpits and my eyebrows. And I finally go down there, and I'm like, where is A&Y? He has my painting. Because I made a painting for Tony Fleeks that I was going to give to him. And I'm searching everywhere around the vendor hall for him. Me and Mastercode go on basically a journey to find A&Y. Where in the world is A&Y San Diego? And then I stopped for a moment, and I was like, wait. I walk over to Tony Fleek's table, and I'm like, hey, Tony. And he's like, oh, hey, how are you? Like, he was really chill and nice. And I was like, I'm good. Hey, did a German come by? And he gets this grin from ear to ear as he pulls out the painting, being like, I'm so happy you asked. But he was really happy with the painting and everything. He was like,
I mean, you also gave us a prints for Silver Quill, so I was in the understanding that we have to deliver all this stuff to the dedicated people.
No, but either way, it made it safe, so I was happy. But yeah, that went well.
Oh,
And,
by the way, not blue anymore, Lapis Cosplay. But yeah, you can, I can't zoom in, but you can see the eyebrows are blue.
Yeah. But I mean, even without the blue paint, I think the Lapis costume actually did look really nice on me.
Oh wait, there's more. Let's see if we can see the blue armpits this time. There's a little bit of blue here. And
I couldn't get all of it off.
But yeah.
Fine, I still had it on me on Saturday when we were at the pool.
I know, and not even the pool got it out. Oh, that happened on Saturday. Pool party at noon. Or at 1 a.m. actually. We had a big Bronalys's pool party in the Hilton. That we have not been thrown out, I don't know. That they didn't catch us, because we were not subtle, we were not quiet.
Yeah, there was some serious horseplay. Like, Max tried to drown me at least 12 times.
At least.
I mean, the thing was, I can't say I'm an innocent little angel in that case, though, because
You also tried it at least 12 times.
Yeah, I tried to jump on his back, and he's just standing there, and I'm gripping onto him like a koala. And then he just goes and flips, and then I'm down on the ground at the bottom of the pool. There was only one time, though, where it actually hurt. And it sucks because it was the one time where I had assistance to pull you down. It was when we were with Kat and Kichi. Because your arm swang over and hit me right in the back of the neck as I was going down. I was like, ooh.
But,
yeah. Like, okay, that one was the last one.
But,
for like 5 minutes, and then I went right back to it.
We had like everybody there, like Toon Critic, Kichi, Ellie, Golden, Master Code, British Ninja. British Ninja, he stole the show on so many things. He was the fastest swimmer. Okay, Tie and Dagger, they also later did a Hold Your Breath contest. And basically everybody went down. I personally tried to cheat by poking Kichi underwater so that she basically has to laugh and get up. So we all go down, I start poking her, I see her go up, and I'm like, yes, I beat Kichi. I come up over the surface, and I'm like, wait, what? She is still there just hanging like a drifter, and still underwater, and I'm basically the second one who lost. Everybody else is still underwater.
I already proved myself to you at the pre-registration line how long I can hold my breath.
Yeah, but I was like, damn it, I didn't get Kichi. And then more and more came up, and Ty was just there drifting. And at some point, Ty, you can come out, you already won. Because we started this contest because Ty was just chilling underwater, sitting there in a meditation pose, underwater for a minute or so. And we are like, oh, we need to do it. This guy has lung capacity, which is crazy. He just chills underwater, sits there for minutes on time. Freaky.
He's weird. I mean, first of all, he's almost as tall as Anthony.
The Tie Dagger is giant. And Anthony is like, wee.
Yeah, him and Anthony C are just trees with legs. No, trees that just sprouted up and started walking.
Guys, what happened to the chat?
Oh God, the chat died.
I already turned it up from 1 minute to 2 minutes. My goodness.
But yeah, so besides that, on Saturday we had lip sync battles.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Golly gee. The fact that we were able to get everyone's performances was a miracle because they screwed us over with making the panel an hour instead of 2 hours, which is what we originally asked.
Which made it really, really close. And a certain co-host kind of stretched out quite often.
Well, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, there was this one intermission you hosted where I was like, and you were going on like.
know how close the time was, though.
Okay, because
good on it.
I was there earlier when Toon was like with Dog and everything, like, oh god, so many performances. How I guess if you don't do any talk in between, you can make it.
I legit didn't know until later on.
Nightfall Gaming is now completely like, yeah, I listened to the story.
No, like legit, I didn't know till later on. So.
Yeah. Okay.
But because that's the usual banter me and Toon do.
Yes, absolutely.
So I didn't know.
Yeah, okay.
But,
if nobody told you, then in this case you are obviously excused. But I was like, oh my god, what is he doing? Why is he wasting so much time? I mean, then again, the best acts have already been the first act, so.
I know.
The opening, ladies and gentlemen. The opening. Tonight,
oh my god. So let me talk about
I'm gonna have myself a real good time.
Shut up. Okay, how about let me talk about yours because I watched that one and then you can talk about mine. So he was over the course of the past week before this con, he kept dropping hints of what his song was, and then he just started saying bullshit song titles. And I didn't know what his song was going to be. And then I see him with this white shirt and everything, and I'm like, okay, he's going to do something really gay. That was me and Kichi's assumption. He was going to do something really gay. Because I saw a little peak of red under the white.
This
and
is not really.
He said he was going to strip some fabric. And I was like, okay, what is this going to be? So I'm sitting there in the row. And then piano starts playing. And he was playing Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. I will say this. For a solo performance, wow. That you did get the energy up in the room. Like, that was I actually got legit, because I had a little bit of cockiness to me. Like, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to win. I was going to. After watching the performance, I kind of had a moment where I was like, oh shit, I actually have competition.
But yeah, since you brought boobs and background dancers who had also boobs.
Oh, that was the only reason I won.
Well, and because you were all three of you were cosplaying as me, which automatically makes you more awesome.
Okay, so that was the only reason I won.
And I was on stage as well doing your performance.
Yeah, getting basically a lap dance.
But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it was still a win for ANY, so I will not complain that the original did not win the battle.
No, but... okay. But no, what happened with my performance? I planned this for like months. I had this song planned before Max picked his song. Because originally he was going to do a song from Guardians before he picked Don't Stop Me Now.
Yeah, because I have a Guardians of the Galaxy jacket.
With how hot it was, you're kind of thankful in hindsight that you didn't bring it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But like, I had a white lab coat on covering my outfit. And after Max's performance, I was like, you're right, ANY. No one can beat ANY except ANY. And I put on a pair of glasses, and then the music starts. I did Hit Me With Your Best Shot, the Catherine ZetaJones version. And, you know, I stripped off the jacket, and I'm dancing and everything. And then
and obviously wearing a red shirt with a black vest.
Yep.
Courtesy of yours truly.
And then, yeah, I actually wore one of ANY's vests because I did not want to go and buy one myself. And then Kichi and Katie, who were also dressed as ANY, dragged ANY up on stage into a chair, and I accidentally slapped him in the face.
But at this point, I was already used to her abuse, so I didn't even flinch.
Yeah, it was supposed to be fake, but I actually made contact with, like, your nose, and I heard the audience go, like, oh! But, you know, I'm circling around him, I'm touching his face and his chest and everything. And then I had this jump back onto the stage, because I jumped off. I didn't know how high the stage was going to be. It was higher than what I was practicing at home, because I was doing lunge jumps at home to practice for it, because I didn't want to climb onto the stage. I wanted to jump. If I did the jump wrong, I would have fallen flat on my face, and, well, first of all, he would have won the performance, or I would have won out of pity. But I did it, and I was happy. And then it just ended with me on his lap, as most things go, and my leg up in the air, and I won, but not without good competition, so I was happy about that.
But yeah, to not only talk about ourselves, performances by the other guys have been pretty amazing as well. Oh, by the way, here we have a photo. Whoop, of said performance.
The best one.
And another good one.
Yeah, yours was good. Mine, they picked such a bad moment to take a picture of. But,
other people, amazing stuff, like even some smaller performances, like Mad Munchkin, for example.
Yeah.
She brought the joy to it. Like, she made 500 miles, and I would walk 500 miles. And
he was skipping along.
Yeah, and it carried over to the audience, and it was basically. And
we all were jumping up in.
Yeah, so the entire audience was doing a wave for the echo with that, and it got a good of joy into the audience, and
it was weird, but I liked it.
Yeah. Anthony C. On the one hand, it was an absolutely Anthony C. performance. But on the other hand, it was like so unusual for lip sync battle, because there was very little energy, and it was more like Josh Scorch,
but he did a great recovery though.
Yeah, absolutely. Josh Scorcher literally did a shit song.
He did, and I didn't know what his song was gonna be. I knew everyone else's song besides yours and Josh's and Anthony. I didn't know, and I was looking from behind the stage. My jaw was just like, oh God. He did like the song from Conker's Bad Fur Day. You people know which. Yeah, you people know the one I'm talking. And he was throwing Hershey Kisses onto the stage, and I was just like, when I got up on stage, when people see the recordings, my legit my confusion, that's genuine. It was not fake.
But yeah, he did his name as the Joker complete justice by just going for a joke song.
Yeah, but Katie doing Amish Paradise blew him out of the water.
Absolutely. I mean, Katie and Will fit together even when it comes to skill set.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Finn is an adorable little dork. He did Wait to See You Again from the Wreck-It Ralph song.
Hold his ground against the Wilstonator on stage. The Wilstonator is... Will is a professional singer and dancer. So his performance was mind-blowing as always. He did We Are Number One, and he had an authentic cosplay and everything.
Yeah, and he was, running around on stage, off stage, just the entire crowd was into
doing
it.
the movement of this guy.
He got tied with Finn, and Finn just tied out of pure joy.
Yeah, Finn, what was the song?
When Can I See You Again?
Yeah. When Can I See You Again? And he was just like Finn and hee and was singing to his own plushie, and
it was so cute.
Yeah, it from an objective dance performance point of view, it wasn't good, but his Finniness carried over, and he got tied with tied with Will Cespio.
I can't tie with Will.
Yes. This one here did a Michael Jackson last year in Dallas. She did a Michael Jackson throw herself, nearly get a wardrobe malfunction all over the place performance, and was outdone by Will by a landslide.
It was only because he had a dress. I am sticking by that. The dress is what won it. If it was just out of dance skill, I would have won. But I'm not salty. But the other performance that I think that was actually surprising of how well the audience took it was Voice of Reason. He did Frank Sinatra's My Way in a nice suit It wasn't crazy. And he tied with Zach.
Yeah, he did no gimmicks whatsoever. He was just there, classy, in a suit. Regrets, I had a few, but then again, too few to mention. Nothing fabulous, just straightforward classiness. And I was so happy that he tied with Zach. Like showing that, yes, a good old Frank Sinatra can, even a lip sync battle, get the stage. So happy. Because Zach's performance was also good. It was not like, yeah, okay, they were both like meh. No, they had both good performances, and Zach's performance was like super energetic, and still a good old Frank Sinatra could tie with it. I'm so happy for Sinatra.
Yeah, it was such a great.
Totally Sinatra fan over here.
Yeah, it was such a great clash of songs because you got Sinatra, the classic 50s boy, and then you got a Hairspray song. Total flip of what to do, of different types of ladies' men. It was interesting. But yeah, then after that was Out the Edge. Out the Edge was good until the very end with one last question when someone assimilated into the Edge.
Something happened.
Yes. I'm so happy. I have not been happier in my life. Thank you, whoever did this.
Keystroke Cascade.
Thank you, Keystroke. And now we mark the end of the Awkward Podcast forever because the fact that I caused this to happen will make Max never want to talk to me again.
But yeah, also over the edge happened, and at the end somebody asked the godfather of edginess to teach me the way of the edge, and well, this happened.
Not looking at the pictures. The fact you actually kind of pull it off is what makes me angry. Because you pulled it off at Dallas, too. And it's like, now that you're even more muscular than you were at Dallas, it looks wrong.
But in Dallas, I was playing as discorded ANY, playing cartoons.
Yeah, this is just you. And it's like, it feels so wrong. It's not good. It looks too good on you. That's reality as my own. No.
I mean, you have to actually look at Zach's face here, like, the realization, like, God damn it, I just gave away my spotlight on my own panel.
God damn it. But the funny part was after the panel, there was a bunch of people wanting to get cartoons buttons, and so Max, and a bunch of other people, we all became like screaming fans.
Especially the majority of us were girls.
And Zach was so confused as to what was going on. He just kind of leaned back in his chair while all of us were kind of like, he's mine. And then me and Max started fighting over his hat.
Wasn't somebody was filming this, I believe. This footage needs to resurface.
I know someone was filming it, but I'm not sure whom.
Same here. But I know somebody did. Somebody was there with the camera. If you're watching, person who filmed this fangirl moment of us, we need this footage.
We need this footage.
We might even air it on this show here. Not today because time and stuff, but
none of us did vlog. Neither of us vlogged.
Because we know this one over here. This one over here actually has a vlogging. It's basically married to a chronicle vlogger.
I'm not married.
Not yet, whatever. But this was great fun. Late in the night, we come home super exhausted from the convention as a whole. Get into the room and then lights out, bling, screen on, because Golden Fox needed to transfer all his vlogging from the day on his computer. And because he's vlogging constantly, this took a while.
Yeah, let me just say this. I wasn't the one who shared a bed with Golden. It was his laptop that shared the bed with him.
Ooh. too.
But I'm not wrong. One time Max woke up and he was like, Chrissy, wake up. And I'm like, what? Look. And I look over. There's Brett asleep with his laptop right next to him. It was so weird. But, and then Sunday was kind of chill. We had Anthony C's panel, which was good. It played Equestria, and that premiered and everything. There wasn't much that happened on Sunday, wasn't there? We had, I think the TF dinner was also on Saturday.
Something happened on Sunday. Shopping spree.
Oh yeah, we went to the vendor hall and Matt and this guy finally bought merchandise.
Exactly. Let me show off my swag from this year. Actually, it's not too much, but a little bit. I mean, okay, we have the necklace, which was not bought, but it was still swaggy. We got this one, which also was more of a present than bought swag, but yeah, a good nice Empress. Probably going to pit it maybe below the Scootaloo. Because yeah, it's subtle. Because if you might notice at my wall that there is nothing saying Brony outright. So an anthro actually might be a nice way to be like to hide my power level.
Yeah, when I was, because Ambrose was selling at BabsCon, which is pretty much like the only con he vends at.
And I love Ambrose. I at some point I totally need to commission him for furry art, because he does furry art, but nobody commissions it from him, so he's only known for his pony art.
Yeah, and I was looking through his stuff, and I was like, okay, which thing is the most pony neutral? And there was that poster, and I was like, how many do you have left? And he's like, just this one on display. And I was like, I'll take it.
And this is a perfect segue, because there was also another thing, which was the last one and only the one on display. So it actually needed to be removed from display and given to me as purchase.
Atril, right?
Atril, yeah. Which is, sadly, it apparently is not the actual glow in the dark. It's just a drawing of stuff that would glow in the dark. Which is kind of ironic.
It still looks really cool, though.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And you really need to be familiar with Rainbow Dash to even recognize her and tell that this is a pony picture. So this might actually replace my good old Link, who is half off screen there anyways. Since I moved my camera. Back in the day it was actually central in the view, but yeah. But yeah, I got this one. And
I'm so tempted to. This is the sad thing about the things that I look for at these conventions. I was tempted to actually buy a chainmail.
Bra.
Yeah, I was. The thing was, I didn't buy much at this convention. I bought like a couple buttons, a gift for the Abbey Roadie, and then I got this Beatles pony poster that was a gift from GameLink Reviews. But when I was walking around the vendor hall with them, there was this one thing that was just selling chainmail things, and I was like, I want it so bad. But they were like, how? And I was like, how much is it? And they were like $120. And I'm like, no. It made me so sad.
But yeah, I also had one other purchase. So there was this one stall who had mostly repainted paint job Nerf guns and swords and stuff, replica swords, and so I saw there one in the front on the left was hanging a nice kind of realistic colored wasteland style gun, and I was very like, should I get it? I like it so much. Okay, when I finally, this was like Saturday or something, when I finally grew the balls and was like, yes, I'm going to buy it. I went back there to the store and obviously this gun was gone. And I was like, but I still want a gun. They're making so nice props and they're all looking so cool. So I was like, I mean, I have my Star-Lord outfit, so I could go for something more sci-fi. So I got myself this baby here.
Look, it actually looks pretty good with the Star-Lord jacket.
I mean, it's not authentic Star-Lord gun, but it has a sci-fi look you need. So
yeah.
yeah,
I know
I have a nice new prop.
You did get one other piece of swag from the convention.
Did I?
Morty The Szechuan
Oh,
sauce.
good point, good point. I actually should get this. Why didn't I wear this? Because I forgot I bought it. But yeah, I assume that this little baby here is the reason that when I came home and opened my suitcase, I had this little nice note here from the TSA. Which was like, hey, we from the TSA randomly go through luggages. Completely by random and chance, and not because our scanners saw a gun-shaped object in it. Which is also, I was already joking on my flight there that they probably see this in the scanner and think it's drugs or something. This time, I didn't open this. They must have opened it and pulled it out, and I imagine them being like, okay, what is this? Check it out, Joe. Okay, I'm checking it out. What do we have here? I don't even want to know. I have this gay little pony here which is pulling the moves on me. I feel weirdly attracted to it, which is normal because it's everybody's a little bit ANY sexual. It's a fact of nature.
Oh, so I actually have a bunch of those in my purse because I stole a bunch of them.
Yeah, she stole the open package because actually I don't think I gave out more than 30 or 40 at least, maximum. Not many people, because I didn't want it to be like, yeah, oh yeah, come here, want to have an autograph? I mean, I am already pretty much a has-been, so I don't want to emphasize it too much, so...
more people recognized you than they recognized me. I wouldn't say that you're a has-been.
I dare to say that this is a POV thing, because I would say more people recognized you than me, so...
Okay, well, that we both equally don't think much of ourselves. But no, the thing was, just to say, and this may annoy you or this may make you flattered, I got really bored while we were in the city the other day. So I started taking those pictures and placing them in random spots around the city.
With your pony, yeah, I saw them on Twitter.
No, not with my pony, not with my plushie. I took the pictures of Euro C and just placed them in random spots across New York City.
Oh. Okay, good that I have no reference on it that actually leads back to me.
Yeah, no, I just placed, I put one in Times Square, one in front of the Hamilton stage on Broadway.
Enigma Prince, I am not like a casual has-been, I am a casual has-been. But yeah, this was the last remaining item. Buddy, I want to have the Szechuan sauce. Buddy, this will be our adventure for 20 episodes. Buddy. I can't do a good Rick, but... Buddy, Szechuan sauce is the greatest sauce in the universe. This is my goal now, a goal, Buddy.
Szechuan sauce.
Oh, I don't get it, Rick. Why are you talking about Rick? I don't understand, Rick. You're scaring me.
By the way, I wasn't a huge fan of the Vindicators episode.
Nah, same here. Oh, since we're crossing over to media, perfect segue. Thank you, shirt. Or do you have anything left from BronyCon?
No, just, then on Monday we all said our goodbyes. I was sad. And then road trip up to New York. That was interesting. Oh. We had a very long discussion about theorizing about Pink Diamond and Steven Universe stuff. But,
yeah, Vindicators,
Yeah, media, Vindicators. There are only 10 episodes that are going to be in this season of Rick and Morty. I found out. I wish Vindicators didn't exist.
So does Rick.
Gets mad about the whole, therapy episode. Pickle Rick is an amazing episode compared to Vindicators.
We'll have to see how it develops from here. Yeah, but also more media. Without spoiling anything about happenings itself, Game of Thrones.
Oh,
I just want to say the outfits this season are damn. So it was
like badass damn or sexy damn.
Badass, sexy, damn. I mean, we have Daenerys in her white coat, wow, lady, you can wear white from now on every day. Sansa as one at some point running around with those pelt overlays on her shoulders, and it looked badass. And at the same time, the rest was tight, so it was showing off her figure and having those badass things on her shoulder. And she was walking down a corridor in full view, and I was like, Sansa, when did you become cool? I guess we don't even have to talk about the fact that Arya has some cool gimmicks going on there in her outfit. Like, damn, like, and I was just sitting there thinking, like, they all look cool. I mean, it was already previously with Daenerys' entire her entire court of people, like her second in command, the lady with the afro. She also had some slender black dress going on there. Like, being a ruler actually it's good being the king, as Mel Brooks would say, or the queen in this case, or second. Yeah. I just want to say the costumes in Game of Thrones have always been good, like good authentic medieval stuff. But those new ones, like,
they sound a bit too fan servicey, though.
yeah, no, check it out.
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Shame on you. But no, not actually fan servicey, just very good and awesome looking.
Well, the way you're describing them sounds fan servicey.
Do I need to find out still shots after all? But yeah, there's another piece of media we actually could both talk about.
Okay.
Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum. Life is like a hurricane.
Okay,
Here in Duxburg.
We watched the Ducktales premiere twice because the first time no one would shut up.
Yeah, we watched it basically with everybody from our widened circle, with everybody. Brunellis plus.
No one brought a Bluetooth speaker so we could turn up the volume on the laptop.
So we watched it outside, like 20 people at least. I mean, you have probably seen this picture BronyBug did, which at least 2 of the vloggers already used as a thumbnail, with this united crowd. All of those people in this picture around one laptop outside trying to watch the new episode of Ducktales.
People were getting annoyed with me and him because we were shushing everyone, but it's like, we want to watch the goddamn episode.
Toon came later, and he joined right behind us, and he was whispering with somebody, and I couldn't hear anything. At some point, I was like without even turning around, just angry finger, like, don't you dare to continue talking.
Yeah, basically, we were like, no.
But you literally.
But when we watched it in the hotel room with me and Brett and you, God, this was such a great reboot.
Absolutely. Even so, I'm really still wondering about the characters, especially of the nephew so far. I mean, Scrooge obviously got a good characterization. I like the new spin of Donald, who still is the one who always gets hit and a lot of hurt and pain, but
Donald
he actually is capable.
Yeah, Donald was sassy, though.
Yeah, he was sassy, but he was actually capable. He was not just the fool, the village fool.
He wasn't the punching bag.
Yeah, I mean, he still was, but not because of often enough self-inflicted or actually to protect others. But on the one hand, he still was Donald, like we know him. On the other hand, he was actually capable and could do stuff, which was amazing.
The nephew that got the most development, though, was Dewey, the blue one.
Yeah.
He's okay, but I really wish that the pilot would have focused on more of all three. But once you have there's a turning point in the episode where they show all three of the nephews equally to when it becomes Dewey with friends, and it's like when they're crawling through the air vents and he hears Scrooge say, family is nothing but trouble. Then we start to just see things from Dewey's point of view.
But yeah, later when he does his dance thingy, I was like, dude, you so don't deserve to get out of it. You so don't deserve it. But yeah,
No.
then thankfully a few minutes later, he actually got once again a turning point where we actually got, after complete brain dead screw up, he actually got to shine, and it was.
I loved the dialogue was great. The dialogue was the best part about this entire reboot, because it's just like, he was just trying to keep me safe. I'm so sorry. Why is there a light on the ceiling? Just like
Fantastic writing, absolutely.
It had good timing and everything. Scrooge was amazing. David Tennant let all of his Scottishness out.
Absolutely. I mean, he is Scottish. You don't hear it with David Tennant in Doctor Who, because he completely suppresses his Scottishness. But oh god, if he turns it up to 11, dude.
Yeah, the counting kilts. Like, Launchpad is the best character on the show.
By the way, I'm a pilot.
I'm a pilot.
I'm a pilot. Poor Launchpad. But yeah, I am still. I mean, with the green nephew. Which one is it?
Louis.
With Louis, you kind of get an idea. He's basically the laid back one, the kind of greedy one. Like, yeah, I get all this stuff now, but in a very laid back, in a sense, if you know Undertale, in a sense kind of way. He even has a hoodie. But the red one,
Louis.
yeah.
I know.
But the red one, I still haven't gotten the characterization down. I'm not sure what his stick is. I mean, he is not as adventurous and proactive as, for example, the blue one. I probably should learn the names at some point. But he still is very active, but he didn't really get any good characterization, I would say.
He's supposed to be like the Boy Scout, I'm guessing.
I guess so. The goody two-shoes.
But yeah, I'm kind of being pressed for time, since I'm on holiday in New York, so we kind of have. So we're gonna have to miss Q&A this week.
No, but we already went over time without Q&A. So big sorry. Don't worry, guys. Every question you send our way will be saved in a document, so it doesn't get lost. So no worries about that one.
Yeah, we'll be back next week, where we have nothing going on in our lives and we just ramble about something for
random dribble.
About random dribble. So yeah, that was the AWKWARDCast.
I would say it was pretty awkward.